Let me tell you the truth about being a music producer. Not the Instagram version, not the YouTube Guru version. The real version nobody prepares you for. If you're getting into music production, thinking it's fast money, quick fame, or overnight success, this video might hurt you a little. I've been producing music for a long time, and I just feel like these are some things that nobody told me. I didn't realize it was going to be like this, and I just wanted to make this video. This is not a motivational video. This is not an inspirational video. I just want to tell you guys straight on facts. First of all, the first thing you people want to understand is most producers will never make money as a music producer, and that is a straight on fact that I feel that everybody just needs to understand. And it's not because they are bad, it's just because they don't understand the business, they don't market themselves, they quit so early in the game. You know, music is a very frustrating and mentally draining job, and some people just basically upload beats with the hope of selling, and they don't really dive into what being a music producer, trying to work out this music production thing like a business. Many people don't really understand what that's all about. And that's one of the reasons why some people will never make money being a music producer, and they just give up on their dreams. So it's one main fact that I feel like we all just have to understand. If you're a music producer, you can get some other job that can also give you money while you're doing this music production thing. And don't just upload your beats and sell your beats. Like I said in my previous video, you know, try to promote yourself also as a music producer so people see more than your beats. You know, make contents for your beats, and I'm pretty sure you'll make a lot of money doing that. Because one thing you guys have to also understand is that talent alone doesn't pay bills. Another thing that nobody told me, and I feel that you should know, is as a music producer, you are definitely going to work for free a lot. You have to get used to free beats, get used to free sessions, get used to free revisions, and also get used to free collaborations. You know, you have to really get used to all of this as a music producer. But the thing is, you have to know the difference between when you have to work for free and when you don't necessarily have to work for free. Okay, sometimes you can build with an artist, knowing fully well that this artist is very good at what they do. So that's when you can be like, okay, I'm going to work for free with you, but we're going to share the royalty split of whatever income this music is going to generate. Do you understand? So starting up, I feel like that's one thing most people, they don't know, and they just feel like, oh God, am I supposed to work for free and yada yada yada. But you have to understand that I've worked for free. Even right now, I'm still working for free for some people, but I make sure I collect my money through royalties. I make sure there's a way I'm getting my investment in return. Do you understand? You have to also understand that you work with some artists, you put a lot of hours in it, and those songs will never drop. It is normal. It's just part of the whole process. So you just have to also put that in mind when you are doing this whole music production thing. One key thing you just have to take away from this second one is you just have to know when working for free is an investment and when it's just basically exploration. Like I said, as much as you are working for free, you want to make sure that you are gaining something from that job and not just working for free just like that. It could be you investing your talents on an artist that you're pretty sure that might blow, because in this music industry, you never can know who is going to blow and who is not going to blow. You see, that's like the crazy thing about this whole thing. Another thing that nobody told me, which is a fact, is being a music producer can be lonely. You know, being a music producer, oh my God, sometimes you can feel lonely because we are mostly introverts and we are always indoors working alone, especially when you're in a city or in an environment where there's not much music producer. And that's one reason why I created a community in my Telegram channel, just so that I can relate with other people and we can relate as well. Link in the description. You have to understand also that when others are busy outside playing, doing whatever things they have to do, you're chasing your dreams. So you're definitely going to be indoors working so hard to, become the best version of yourself. You understand? And that is one key thing that we all just have to put in our mind, that nobody really sees the process, but it doesn't mean you are seeking for validation. You just have to keep grinding and keep doing what you are doing despite being lonely. And at the end of the day, anything can happen. Another thing you have to understand is social media matters more than you think. Trust me, I used to really hate this, but it is just a fact. In 2026, if you're a music producer out there and you are not posting yourself out there, It's a very big problem, especially in 2026, in this current stage and modern age of being a music producer. Because trust me, in 2026, you don't need to be good alone. You need content, you need branding, you need positioning, and you need consistency at the end of the day. So being good as a music producer is in 2026, especially in this modern era, it's not enough. You know, you have to be willing to put yourself out there. That's how you're going to get brand deals. That's how other people are going to see and want to collaborate with you. So the truth you just have to understand is music, in this music production social media is very, very important, and most of the money I make today is through the help of social media. So you have to put that in mind if you really want to do music production, because trust me, the producer with average skill but consistently when it comes to content can make more money than everyone. So right now, the whole thing is not just skill based. You know, it's not just thinking, oh, because I can do this, because I can do that. We've gone beyond that. It's now more about what else you can offer content-wise. And I think we all have to really, really take this seriously. The next thing nobody told me about is burnout is real. You know, there will be times where you hate music. There will be times where you can't even make anything. There will be times where you can't even produce. There will be times where you can't even think of a melody. It's natural and it's normal. Don't feel like, oh, you suck. Don't feel like, oh, you're bad at this whole thing. It is a normal thing. And sometimes it can be as a result of maybe deadlines to some jobs that you're working on. You're not really getting sales on what you're doing. You're not really getting engagement, like low engagements. And these things most of the time can, ruin your confidence and just make you think too much. And, you're working yourself out, working your ass out all of the time. And as we're all human, you're going to break down at the end of the day and have some burnout, and which is very important. So don't feel bad about it. Don't feel like, oh, am I no longer good in this whole music production thing? It is normal for you to have burnout when it comes to music production. Very, very normal for us. So as much as you're working, as much as you're, making sure you want to be the best version of yourself, try to take some time to rest. Try to take some time to relax and, get more juice and go back to do what you love doing. The next thing you have to understand is most successful producers, they have multiple sources of income. I went into details in my previous video, so you want to make sure you go watch it, where I feel like you don't only have to necessarily focus on selling beats as a music producer. These are things that nobody really told me, but I learned along the line. You have to focus on placement, royalties, sync licensing, selling beats, selling packs, content, branding, so many things like this. And don't just depend on, oh, I have to sell beats all the time. Trust me, there are so many ways and other ways that you can, generate money and make money as a music producer. And nobody talk much about these things. Because trust me, if you only rely on one income, you are playing a very risky game. And what happens if that particular income that you're relying on, like selling beats, doesn't come through for you and you're not making more beats? Like sometimes I don't make sales in a month, but I make my money more on my royalties because I drop my music as well, and Spotify and other platforms actually pay me. So you want to actually put that in mind as well when you're doing all of this whole thing. What you have to understand is mental game is harder than the technical game. Trust me, learning how to EQ is very easy. Learning how to compress vocals is very easy. But the hardest thing, is when you start having self-doubt, when you start losing your patience, you start losing your discipline, trying to discipline yourself, trying to do this thing every day, waking up every day and doing this whole music thing, knowing fully well that you're not making much income. That's like one of the most harder things to do. Working out on yourself, even when you're not seeing results, you start having self-doubt, like this thing I'm doing, am I going to go somewhere? Discipline, consistency, feeling to be consistent. These things are also very important because you have to understand that your biggest enemy is not another producer, but it's actually your mind. So as much as you're making this music, you want to make sure you're listening to podcasts, you're reading books, you're educating yourself just so that you can, get harder and stronger in your mental game. And trust me, guys, it's going to help you go further in life. Okay, here's the part that they don't tell you. If you survive long enough, if you stay consistent, if you adapt, this life is going to be powerful. Trust me, guys. And people will study what you struggle to learn. Because trust me, at the end of the day, if you were one of the lucky producers that gets to make it big, because the truth is, not all of us will make it big. It doesn't mean we are not good. And it doesn't mean we're not going to be financially buoyant and financially stable. Because one of the goals of making this whole thing is to be able to make it, give us money so that we can take care of not just ourselves and our family. So if you can focus on all of these things, one thing you have to understand is if you're part of the lucky producers that this is going to sustain. Like I said, this is not motivation. Not everybody will make money from this. Some people will quit at the end of the day. Some people get married and forget making music. But if you're part of the people that can, stay consistent and keep doing this thing regardless, there's light in the tunnel, for sure. So I'm not saying this to discourage you guys. So don't get me wrong in this video. If you watched it up to this part, I'm saying this so that you don't quit for the wrong reasons. Okay. And if you're still here, if you watch this video up to this point, then trust me, you might actually be built for this whole music production because everybody just wants to be entertained. And this is not an entertaining video. This is me talking to you, talking to me, to the young me coming up and trying to be the music producer, big music producer that we all aspire to be. And just a heart-to-heart talk with you guys. And if this video helped you in any way, you can click the subscribe button, join my Telegram channel, comment below what struggles you're going through as a music producer, and let's just connect and have a conversation at the end of the day. I'm Beatsbyhcien, and remember to always stay productive. See you in the next one. Peace.